Hi guys. Okay, well, I want to welcome everybody back to my channel. This is take two. The last video was a disaster. Something happened. I don't know what happened where it froze the video, and till towards the end you were hearing me talk, but the video was frozen. So I do apologize for that. For everybody that did see the video, I'm so sorry. But I took it down, and this is gonna try it again. So guys, welcome. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. And today I have, sorry, they're making noise upstairs. I don't have too much luck making videos today, but I have 5 finished objects, and one of them is the one I'm wearing. So I'm having tea today with my beautiful cup. You know, I understand that they make the print so you'll be able to see it when you're drinking it. So when you're drinking it this way, you guys can't see it. Only I can see it. I don't know. Maybe the print should be on the other side. I don't know. But this is green matcha tea. Yeah, that's what I've been drinking. A lot of tea. I love the mint one. It's really delicious. So let's get on with the video. All right. So for those who have not seen the other video, because I took it down, I just want to share with you guys what I finished, and another project that I was working on that I just did it in the spare the moment, and it was actually a practice headband that I crocheted. So let's get to what I'm wearing. So I wrote everything down because in my first video I put up, somebody was asking me a question, information about the hook and the yarn and the yardage that I used and all of that. So I wrote it down because if I don't write it down, I do forget to say those things. So you guys have to forgive me for that. But we're going to start with this set, the hat, and I'm going to call this a sweater. Okay, so the hat and the sweater, like a cardigan. I started crocheting it. I was thinking a top, but it looks so warm and I feel like it's a sweater. But anyways, I love it. I love the way it came out. So I want to start by first sharing with you the yarn I used. Okay, so this is the jean yarn from Mary Maxin. Okay, and the jean yarn is called Twisted Jean yarn. Okay, so they have like different color ones, and the last time I looked, I wasn't able to find this yarn, but I'm gonna call them and see. I couldn't look it up again because our internet's not working, so I had to call Xfinity, and they're coming back. They're coming on Friday to check it out. Apparently something outside or in the basement, so I won't be able to look it up right now. But so it's this one, and they come in varies of colors. So the color I used was the light blue. Okay, so this is what I have left. Now to make this sweater, I had 5 of these yarn. You guys call it skeins, but and then this yarn is 200 meters, 100% premium acrylic, 218 yards of skein, and it doesn't say the color, but it's light blue, and it recommends a 5-meter hook, and it said that it is washable. You could lightly iron it, and it's very small, these prints, and you could also dry it, put it in the dryer. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, but I might be able to wash it and maybe not put it in the dryer. So, oh look guys, look, it matches. So anyways, that's the yarn I used. The other yarn I used was from Ice Yarn, and this is the yarn. This is the color wave, okay? So it's called Tube Cotton Fine. It says it right there. And it's very soft, okay? This is a 50-gram ball, and this, I bought it when they had like a clearance, and I think this is also not available anymore. So you know what Ice Yarn is made in Turkey, and I can't see that, so it's 87%, 67% cotton, and 38, or I'm not sure. I'm going to put this information in the description box below, because look how tiny that is. I can't read it, but it says it's a, I think, a weight 3, so I'm going to put it down below, but this is how it looks. I could never read Ice Yarn's label. It's just like too small. But anyways, yeah, so I loved it because it's very soft and I love the color, okay? But this yarn was a pain in my wearing. I had a difficult time crocheting with this yarn. This yarn was just, I was just crocheting away. I enjoy this yarn. I didn't have a problem with it, and it was easy to crochet with. Not this one so much. And I'm going to show it to you. And I could see, where did I put it? I could see why they discontinue this yarn, okay? So I'm going to give you a sample of what I was going through, okay? So this is what happens, okay? So as you're crocheting, right, you're starting with the yarn like this, okay? And then once you start crocheting, this starts foaming, this yarn starts piling up like this. You see that? And then it gets bigger and bigger as you pull and pull and work with the yarn, as you work with the yarn. Putting it in my hook and working with the yarn, it was fine. It's just this was the problem. So every time that happened to me, I had to pull it back, so then the yarn would be nice back to its regular normal form, and I would pull it back just so I could use the yarn, crochet with it. Like I said, when I made the hat, because what I did was I crocheted the top, and then the trimming has this cotton yarn all the way around, but I'll show it to you in a minute. But by the time I got to the hat and I got to the beginning up here, this wave color, I had enough with the yarn. But I love the way it was coming out, and I dealt with it. Man, I wanted to pull my hair off. It was really a pain, okay? So even if they have this yarn again, I would never buy it again. But I have a problem. I have 7 of these left. I have 7 left. 350 yards, 350 yards left. And I don't know what to do with it. I really don't know what to do with it. And I love the color wave. I'm going to try to find another yarn with this color wave, because I just love all those blues in there, and you can see a little tint of pink in there. It's just beautiful. Just like my hat. It's so beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about the top. Okay, so when I started, my chain foundation was 163. Then I did a double crochet into the 4th chain, so I worked 60 chains. Okay, and then each panel, let me see, I wrote it here. I used a 5-meter hook, and the let's see, I said 163 chain. This is a double crochet, and I started working on the 160 chain. So each panel was 23 rows, and the trimming of with the cotton yarn from Ice Yarn is each sleeve I did a simple 1 row trim, which it is a double crochet. Okay, and also right here in the front, and then I'm going to show you the bottom. I'm going to get up so you guys can be able to see the cardigan. And I'm going to have my head cut off just to let you know you won't see my head, but I just want to show it to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to get up. So I love it. This is how it looks. So I did the trimming here, and also the trimming goes all the way around the bottom. Just 1 row of double crochet, 1 row of double crochet, and here is 1 row of double crochet. Okay, all the way down. And this is the back. Let me make sure I have it on right. This is the back, guys. Okay, this is the back. And, so I made it as long as to cover my bun here, because I'm going to be wearing this with leggings. This would great. This set would look great with jeans. And I'm going to be wearing these with leggings, so that's why I like to have a little more coverage back there. Now, you don't, this is a size extra large, okay? So it took me 5 of these, the yarn for 218 yards each. And it took me 5 of these skeins, and this is all I have left. Okay, so you don't have to also do it as long as I did. If you like it a smaller length, you know, maybe on top of your hips, or you could do that as well. You would use less yards. If you're a smaller petite person, then you don't need 5 balls. You don't need 5 skeins like I did. So that's how much I used for an extra large for me. If you're smaller, you're going to use less. Okay, so I love this so much that I did a hat. So the hat is, if you can see here, it's the blue, and then it is this one from Ice Yarn, and then is the jean, and then when I did here is the back row stitch, only single crochet back row stitch here. And I would like to say, I didn't count it, but wait, I did about 8 rows. Now you could do it to the length you want when it comes to this ribbon here. I mean, some people liked less, you know, some people like it more. I like it right on top of my eyebrows. Okay, so you do it the way you like. Okay, I started this hat. I wanted to make a slashy hat, but that cotton yarn was giving me such a problem. I said, forget that, scratch that. I'm just gonna make me a little beanie hat and make it look cute, and that's what I did. So I love this. Actually, I have another, I'll share with you guys in my other video. I love the jean yarn so much, I went and bought another one, I think a while back, but I haven't started anything with it. That one's a lemon color, so I will share that with you guys, and I will be making a top for that with that one. So yeah, so I love it so much. And you know, like I said, I had mine open here. I didn't put buttons because it is a little bigger on me. I did lose a few pounds, but I love it anyways. Even if I lose weight, I'm gonna keep wearing this. And you know what, if I lose weight, too much weight where it's too big on me, and then I probably will sew this here and make it like a pullover, or I will make crochet, try to get another jean yarn and as similar as close to this color if I could find it, and then make like a belt, crochet a belt to it, and that's it. So I love it. So that the hat, I did say the hat I did use a 5-meter hook, and for I'm sorry, the hat I used a 6-meter hook, And for the trimming here, I used a 5-meter hook. This one cardigan, I used a 5-meter hook. Okay, so that is the information that I wanted to give you guys. All right, so next is I finally finished my daughter's it's like a shawl, pocket shawl, but it's more like a scarf shawl, shawl pocket. And I love it, and she loves it so much. She told me that she's seen it. She said, oh, I'm going to wear this like often, like every day, she said. Because like every 15-year-old, her phone's on her hip. So I made it for her because when she washes dishes, she puts the phone next to the sink with a towel, and then she places the phone on a towel. So, you know, I told her, you know what, I'm gonna make you a pocket shawl or a pocket scarf, so that way you could just put it in your scarf as you are washing dishes. Also, her hands are cold sometimes, and she could just put it in the pocket as well. So let me give you the information of the yarn. I'm going to put the card up here regarding the yarn that I used for this. Okay, this is all Red Heart. One is Super Saver, which is the multicolor one, and the rest is Red Heart Soft. Okay, and I love it. I use a 6-meter hook for this one. Now this one I did 260 foundation chain is 260. Okay, and it's a double crochet, and I crocheted 17 rows. Okay, the pockets is I did a foundation chain of 17, and it's double crochet, and I did 10 rows. I used a 6-meter hook for the scarf, and for the pockets I used a 5-meter hook. Okay, so that is for the size, because I did, when I started it with the foundation chain, I put it around her, and I wanted to make sure it was a good size for her because she's a little shorter than me. So I'm just gonna put it on real quick, and oof, girl with the curly hair. Okay, so I made it thick as a little bit like one of those shawls, but the pocket shawls, and because if she gets cold, she could fold it like this, and then she could wear it like this, and then the pockets are right here. So yep, very pretty. I also, it's important that you measure when you put your pockets. You measure from here to here when you start one, and then make sure that this is the same size, because you want them leveled evenly. You don't want them crooked. Okay. And also what I did for this is I just sewed it in here with the yarn around, and then the corner, so they don't flap over, I did crochet, sew this in here, so she could just put something in here. See how it's sewn here and here, so keep tight. Then I put my hand in there to make sure that they weren't going to have any holes. So if you're able to stick your finger out, you need to sew it again. So I went back again just to give it that secure stitch, sewing it across this way. So I made these the same. I sewed them here so the pockets won't flap. So yeah, she loves it, and I love it so much too. Every time I make something for someone, I'm like, oh, I want to keep it, but I'll give it to her. I'll make me another one, a different color. But my eldest daughter loved it too. I showed it to her and she likes it. She loves my hat. She wants me to make her one in a different color. And that's what I'm going to do. So, I told her she could start using this today. You know, I didn't make any Frenchies or anything at the bottom, because although I could do them at the bottom here, but I thought it would be cute if you do it from the pocket. But because it will cover this pretty beautiful print, these beautiful colors, I didn't do it. I wanted to, since this is such a colorful scarf, I wanted the pocket to be simple. So yeah, so if she wants Frenchies, you know, some people don't like it, some people do, if she says yes, I will make it for her. You know, she's not a person that wears crochet stuff all the time, but if she sees something that I made and she really likes it, as long as it's not too crazy, she's simple, she'll wear it. So this is for her. So glad I finished it, guys. I could have finished that in a day, but I had too much to do. So I had to put it down a couple times. Now I want to talk to you about, this is just a practice that I did. If you watch my video, my a tutorial, I followed Crystal from Bag of Days tutorial Summer Top. That was the Caring Cake. The Caring Cake, and the color was cake was the cotton yarn, and it was color beach glass. I made a top for that, but I had so much yarn left over. I wanted to make a headband, but I learned to stitch, how to crochet without, to make it look like a knit, but with a hook and not knitting hooks. And I am going to do a tutorial on this very soon. Okay, show you guys. Well, let me tell you, I used that same yarn. So my foundation chain was 15, and I did 45 rows. Okay, and I used a 5-meter hook. I used a 5-meter hook for this one because I wanted to make sure that I was gonna look like knit and the holes weren't so big. Yeah, so I love it. I love it so much. So it's a big headband. You don't have to make it 15. If you would like it half this size, you could do that. You don't have to make it as long or as wide as I did. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how it looks real quick. And let's see, I just have to sew in the loose ends a little bit. There's just a little bit at the end. So it's great for the winter. Okay, cover your ears. I love it. Yes. So when I had a ponytail and I had my hair up, it looked much better. So this is how it looks, and I'm gonna push it in a little bit in the back because I'm gonna show you why in a minute. But this is how it will look. I love it. Okay, now the reason I did that, well, let me just give you a closer look of my hat here, which I have to sew in the loose ends as well. Then I want to show you how beautiful those ridges are right here. Yarn. Okay. Yeah, so you will see a picture of this with if you probably saw it already, thumbnail picture, right? And so when I was sewing this at the end to sew them together, I noticed because I did instead of doing the, you know, when you sew them, you take the one side, you take the front loop, and the other side you take the back chain. One chain, not both chains, right? So it gave it this stretchy, it stretched out like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and sew it with thread, and then I'll know for next time when I make my second one, I would just take the 2 chains together and not do it like that, because this is more like a knit, it's not crochet. So although I used the crochet hook, it was fun, but it has those colors. I didn't color control it, I just wanted to see how it came out. So yeah, that's just I wanted to see how easy it was. It's very easy. So yeah, okay. And yeah, that's what I was using. I did say I used a 5-meter hook for this one. So yeah, guys, I don't know about this yarn. I have so much of it. I don't know about it. I mean, I will do a yarn review on this. I'm gonna do a yarn review on this. I'm gonna try another, because I only try one Skein. So I'm going to try another one and see if it gives me the same problem. And I will let you guys know. So guys, thank you for I know there's so many channels you guys could visit. So thank you for coming over and supporting me and watching my video. Also, please, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. If you like the contents of my channel, which is all about arts and crafts and crochet, and hit the like button and give me a thumbs up. And want to tell you that I'm doing much better. My daughter is 100% recovered. We are going to get tested again, but she doesn't feel any symptoms. With me is just my throat is better than the last time I spoke to you. Yeah. So I do not take my life for granted. I am grateful that it didn't get as bad as it could have. And so now, because God gave me life and everybody's prayers helped me, I don't take my life for granted. I'm not going to let the small stuff bother me. This is 2021. I started with having COVID and other things that, and just in the month of January. So I'm not going to let that bother me or hold me back of having a great year. But I do want to say that I'm going to be doing working for the Lord, you know, and go out there and just share the gospel with people. And I don't know what else he has his plans for me, but that's what I'm going to do until he tells me what his plans for me are. Obviously, I'm here and I know God has a plan for my life. And like I said, I don't take it for granted. So that's why I'm trying to lose weight and eat healthy, because I have been given another chance. It could have went the other way. So yeah, so that is my video for today, guys. I will see you in my next video. Please be safe and take care of yourself. And God bless. Thank you.